Hey guys, my name is Jackie Gronlin. Lots of you know me as Jackie G on the internet. You see, I believe that real friendship, real, genuine, authentic relationship, real conversations, talking about things that matter, talking about the truth, things that some of us are too scared to bring up because we're afraid of what other people think. I think that combined with genuine love for one another, that is what is going to nudge the world a bit, and my mission is to create more of that. Whether that looks like a book or a YouTube video or a speech or even just a conversation with a friend, I want to live a life that is led by that, a life that is filled with love and friendship and honesty and truth. I want to live a life centered around love and grace because that is what changed my life. That is what saved me. That is what got me out of shame and self-hatred and depression and really just not wanting to exist anymore and brought me out into a life of freedom. And I want to invite you guys into that process with me. I want to share a little bit more about what it is that I do. Basically, once a week, I make these YouTube videos where they pretty much act as like a journal entry. I say everything and anything that is going through my mind, whether I'm talking about things like depression, body image issues, sexual abuse, shame. I think a lot of the times we feel really alone in our own heads. We feel very much like we're the only person who's ever felt this way, and we don't want to let anyone know what's going on with us. And we're just in a way waiting for someone to speak up first about what it is that they're going through because we are so scared of being alone. And so I guess my role in making these videos and writing these books and talking about the things that I do is almost like volunteering to be that person to stand up and say, hey, I struggle with this, I go through this, you are not alone. Because the thing is, I lived the first 19 years of my life in the complete opposite way. I was scared of emotion, I was scared with dealing with the hard stuff, and I was scared of letting people in to see my real story. But when I realized that there's so much more life on the other side of that, that's when I changed. That's when I realized I wanted to go full force in the other direction. And that's when I started making these videos that I call Coffee Chats with Jax, where I talk about things that are real. Because let's face it, you guys, there's a lot of crap on the internet. So even if making these videos does nothing but add a little bit more realness to that world, then I'm gonna keep making them. I share a lot of my story in them. I share a lot of who I am. But I think everyone's looking to creatives, like looking at art and movies and music. They're looking for places that they see their own story reflected in. They're looking for things that reminds them that they're not alone and that they're okay. It's not about me. It's not just my story, it's everybody's story. Because whether your story matches mine or not, I think at the end of the day, we all want the same things. We all want love, we all want connection and belonging and purpose. And that looks different for all of us. But these videos and my books it's just my journey in that. I don't want to make these videos as a step-by-step formulaic self-help thing for you guys because my life is so not perfect, and if someone's looking for a how-to, I'm not the person to ask. But what I can offer you guys is my process, and I found that there's so much beauty in that. Because sometimes life doesn't have answers, and sometimes there's not a moral at the end of a story, but just knowing that you're okay where you're at is good enough. That's okay. So I want these videos and my writing to be an invitation for those of you around me to step into the same healing waters, the same healing journey that I've known and trusted, because there's so much life there. So this video is me asking you guys to get involved in what I am doing. I would love to keep doing these things every single day, but I can't do it by myself. So I'm asking you guys to sponsor me, to support me as a motivational speaker, a vlogger, and a writer. I have one published book out there right now called Be Free, and I'm working on my second book called Finding Home. And there's so many more things that I want to do with this purpose. And if you guys watch my videos or read my books, and if you want to support me and get more involved with what I'm doing, then I really want to encourage you to go look at my Patreon page. Even if it's just to read about and see what's going on and see what it is that I'm doing, I need your help. Patreon is basically like a fan-funded label. It's a place where you can go choose to support me, whether that's $1 a video, $5 a video. Some people give $100 a video. It's kind of like a little social media page, like a Facebook page for me, but just for me and my patrons. It's kind of like the most intimate place that I interact with people on the internet. I call them my family, my Patreon family, because no matter what, I'm going to make these videos every single week as long as I can do it. No matter what, I'm going to write my books every single day almost as long as I can do it. But Patreon's a way where you can be a part of that and you can support me and just be a part of my mission. I want to invite you guys into my story. And so there's different incentives. If you guys give $1 a video, that's $1, and you could cap it off so it's only $1 a month, your name is going to be in my next book, Finding Home, in the acknowledgement section. I want to name every single person on my Patreon page if you want I'm not gonna do it if you don't want that. But your name will be in my book and you'll have access to my videos one day before everybody else, and you'll be able to see my exclusive Patreon only feed, where you can also read the prologue to my next book, Finding Home, before anybody else. It's literally out there right now. It's not even revised or edited. It's as raw as it gets, and people on Patreon get to read that. And later on, I'll be releasing more pages of that. Then if you guys pledge $3 a video, you will be entered into a monthly contest to win a handwritten letter from me. I'm going to pick one person that pledges at least $3 a video every single month, and I'm going to write them a letter and mail it. That's really fun to me because I love writing letters, and it kind of feels like a modern day pen pal. Then if you guys pledge $5 a video, you will be in a once a month question and answer video. I used to do them as like a live stream, but that stopped working. So as for right now, I'm just taking questions from my $5 plus patrons and answering those questions in a Q&A video. But later on, if it starts to work, I'll start doing a live stream with $5 patrons only. If you guys pledge $8, then I will make a personalized video just for you. You can email me with whatever problem you're going through, no matter how big or small, and I will film a video of my response to your email, and I will send it directly to you for no one else to see but you. If you pledge $20 a video, then I'll send you a free copy of my book, and I'm in talks with a merch company right now that there will probably be more free stuff for you to come at $20 a video. If you pledge $50 a video, I will offer to call you on the phone and talk to you for a little bit, just asking questions, getting to know your story, and really just becoming better friends than you can on the internet. And if you pledge $100 a video, I want to take you out for coffee or an ice cream cone or whatever it is that you want to really just get to know you and be actual friends. And I get that you don't all live in Los Angeles, so if you do live around the area or are in town, I will take you out. But if not, then I would love to set up some kind of FaceTime coffee hang so that it will be the virtual version of what I would wish we would be able to hang out and do. Other than those incentives, we have milestones that we try to cross each week, and right now we have at every $250 a video, we adopt a kid from Compassion International. If you're unaware of Compassion International, I recommend you looking them up. They are an amazing nonprofit that works to rescue little kids all around the world out of poverty. They get them clean water, food, education, community, things that a little kid should just normally have, but not everybody gets the opportunity to have that in their life, and Compassion is a way that we can change that. So right now we already have one kid that we have adopted, and at our next $250 mark, so at $500 a video, we're going to adopt another Compassion kid into our family. I love making these videos each week. I love writing my books, and I love being able to go speak at these different events and having the availability to do that at the drop of a hat. This is my heart. This is what I want to do, and in order to keep doing that, I want to ask you to support me as an independent creative, and I'm so thankful that Patreon has given me the opportunity to do that. So whether you want to support me for as little as $1 or as big as $100, you are part of the reason why I'm able to do what I do. I literally could not do this without you guys, and I want to thank everyone out there who's ever watched my video or read my book, supported me on Patreon. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for caring what I have to say, because at the end of the day, I just don't want people to think that they're alone. I don't want people to think that they're crazy, and I don't want people to think that there is no hope. I just learned yesterday that the second leading cause in teenagers is suicide, and as someone who has dealt with suicidal thoughts myself, but who has also seen the light on the other side of that, I want to do everything in my power to make that not a thing. Just think of that, you guys. The second leading cause of death is someone taking their own life. That breaks my heart, and I just want to be a voice out there into the world to let people know that they are not alone and that they are okay and they are loved right where they're at. So if you guys take nothing else from this video, this one specifically, if you never click on the Patreon link, if you never see anything else from me again, I just want you to know that you are not alone and you are loved right now and worthy right now. And there is so much life and joy to be found in this world, so don't give up. Links to Patreon will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.